Hey guys, I am back with a new video today. In today's video, I am checking out some more Traha Global. In today's video, we're going to be going through the classes. And first of all, I want to say thank you guys for tuning into my stream yesterday. We were playing Traha Global on YouTube. And we had a blast playing this game. I'm now level 31 and I got to play some PvP, some PvE. I talked to some people. I talked to some of the top players. And I looked at some of the Japanese and Korean stats for classes. So I can tell you guys what class is the best class to play and what class you guys should be checking out. What's really nice about this game is you guys can switch classes and weapons whenever you guys want. So if you guys want to make a switch, it's very easy to do so. So if you guys want to tune into my next stream, make sure you guys subscribe and give me a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. And let's check out the classes. So first of all, I want to talk about the classes. So as you guys know, you can switch classes whenever in this game. However, for some people that don't understand it, so right here I have my classes unlocked, right? And all the classes level 31. But if I switch to my shield, you guys see that my combat power goes down. And why is that? That is because the gear and the weapon I'm wearing is weaker. Doesn't mean my level is lower. The level is still 31, as you guys can see, but the gear I'm wearing is weaker, like right here. While my Reaper gear is stronger. So if you guys want to, if you guys get epic sword and shield, your combat power on your sword and shield might be higher than the Reaper. But let's jump into the Reaper first. The Reaper is the most popular class in the game. This is my main class too. I've been playing it and it's probably the most used class, and there's a reason for that. First of all, it is very cool. It has some really cool skills. You know, you can turn into Death himself, you know, and the skills look amazing. But not only that, this class has a lot of damage. Yes, it has one of the highest DPSs in PvE and is great in PvP too. Works very well in 1v1 because of the damage it deals, 3v3 because of the AoE it has, and overall a very good class. So you cannot go wrong with the Reaper. If you like close range, you want to try something cool and flashy, definitely check out the Reaper. It has good damage, has a little bit of healing, but it is a glass cannon compared to the other classes. It's very squishy. It feels sometimes when you're fighting a Reaper that is not that squishy because of the healing, but once the healing is done, the Reaper gets smashed pretty easily. But it does good damage, a very well-liked class, one of the most popular classes. So definitely, you know, definitely check out the Reaper if you guys want to try out a very fun class. But everybody's using it, it's very mainstream, so if you guys don't like mainstream, let's look at some of the other classes. Next up, I want to talk about is the shield. First, as you guys can see, I haven't worked a lot on the shield class yet, because I want to wait to use this shield class till I get to end game, because you guys know me. If you guys know how I play, I usually play the tank class, so that is what the shield class is. It's a tank, very high defense, will have aggro, will tank the bosses, will be very important in PvE. Okay, people will be looking for you, okay, for PvE. Now, it doesn't buff teammates a lot. It's only like a big defense shield. It literally says in the name, it's a shield, okay? And if you guys do go for the shield, what you guys should do is build it super tanky. And then there's some skills that based on how tanky you are and HP, you do damage based on that. So you guys can build a crazy like build with the shield. But again, very high defense, very high HP. It works very good in a PvP. It's a big counter to most classes in PvP because of how high defense it has. So if you guys like to be super tanky and play the support role, check out the shield. Okay, that's for you guys that love to have that high HP, high defense, and slowly beat down on your enemies. So shield class, again, very good, very solid. I'm going to be playing it most likely more when I hit the end game, but I heard good stuff about it overall. Next up, we're going to talk about is the mage. Now the mage looks great, by the way. The skills on the mage, it looks amazing. Okay, so I'm sorry, it's not mage, staff. Okay, my bad, guys. The staff. All right, the staff looks great. It does very good damage. A lot of people really like to use it in PvP, and that is because, first of all, you have the range, right? It has a range, it does magical damage, and it also has healing. So you can make a build where you have healing and damage, or you can make a full healing build, or you can make a full damage build. It's up to you. But my friend, I have a friend, his name is Taffy. He's rank 1 right now in 1v1s and 3v3s. He's playing mage, and he says that this class is very good and does a lot of damage. And I fought mages too. I think they do very good damage overall. Good for PvE and PvP. A very solid class. If you're used to playing magical users and wizards or necromancers type of classes, definitely check it out. It's very good AoE. And has dot damage, and you cannot go wrong with this class overall. Okay, so check it out. You know, it's fun. And if you're playing a healer, if you guys are used to playing a normal type of priest healer, that's wizard for you. Okay, because the wizard is as you can see here, we have healing skills that you guys can build. They have more healing skills that you guys can also put. Different healing engravings to be, if you want to be a full support healer, you can be that. But mage, again, a great class right now, and one of the best classes in my opinion to go for. You cannot go wrong with the mage. Now let's look at the class that gets a little less love than the other classes, the Greatsword. I got the Greatsword. You know, this thing looks massive. Look at this thing, man. This is insane. But the Greatsword is probably the least popular class in the game right now. Shout out to you Greatsword users. You know, Greatsword again is a very slow type weapon, right? The skills takes time to use, but the skills do a lot of damage. I fought some Greatsword users in PvP, and when you get hit by their attacks, guys, you feel it. Okay, they smash you like crazy. So Greatsword user again, not very loved, and I see a lot of people struggling with using the Greatsword, and like you're getting demolished by Reapers and stuff, because the Greatsword again, you have to kind of get used to playing it because it's not as fast as the other classes, but it's like the typical berserker, right? You do heavy hard damage, two-handed sword or great axe, you know, slow hard damage. So if you're looking for slow hard damage, check out the Greatsword. But again, compared to the other classes, it's probably a little more difficult to play, more difficult to get used to, especially if you have people running around with high mobility. You're gonna struggle doing damage with it. But if you figure it out and you know how to do different combos with this, I'm pretty sure you can have fun with it. The skills look crazy, by the way. So that is the Greatsword. Now let's take a look at the other classes. Now next up is the DualBlades. Now looking at the DualBlades, these weapons, you have the double swords, typical assassin style gameplay, and you do fast quick attacks with the dual weapons. And honestly, the DualBlades are very strong. Now if you're used to playing a very quick style where you smash a lot of buttons and button mash, the DualBlades is for you. And it's also in Japan, and later versions, DualBlades will be one of the highest DPSs in the game, and it still is pretty high DPS. But after, I think after some tweaks and stuff, DualBlades, it's probably the best end game DPS to go for. Very good damage, does very good in PvP too. If you can single out your enemies and go ham on them, very good. Skill wise, they're not that difficult to use compared to other classes, and you can just mash. Is very quick. It's quick gameplay basically, you know. It's typical assassin style gameplay. If you guys played in other games, the scale look very cool, very assassin like. But yeah, the DualBlades, cannot go wrong with them. Next up, we have the bow. Now the bow, I have to say, the bow is a bard. Okay, you have attack skills, you have support healing skills, so you can heal allies, and you can do damage or play as an archer ranger. You can go again, same with the mage, you can go for either a full range build as a ranger, or you can go for a healing build, or like a combo, a mix of both, where you can do damage and heal. Now I've seen that this class is very strong in PvE because of the support and the damage it can do, and it's very strong in 1v1s, okay, because of the mobility it has, the range it has, and the healing it has. So if you guys like being in the 1v1, you like roaming in the world PvP areas and just sniping people and do some good damage and be able to heal yourself, definitely check out the bow. If you're used to playing bards from other games, we can heal people with the bard, with the bow, you know, definitely check out this class. I think this is one of the harder classes to fight against in 1v1s, especially people that know how to play it, because of the range and the mobility this class has, and a little bit of healing. So very good overall for PvP and PvE, and not that good in my opinion when it comes to like big PvPs like 3v3s or like 8v8s, or probably like faction PvPs. Maybe good for like support roles and healing, but not that good to engage enemies, because it doesn't have a lot of AoE like the other classes have. So that is the bow. Now we have the last class, the Knuckles. Now the Knuckles is, again, you have fist attacks. Okay, so this class looks so flashy. You have like mid long range attacks with the fists, like you throw blows, and you can also, it's melee class, but you can also do like long range attacks, which is sick. Now the Knuckles look amazing. It's very flashy, but I have to say, if you guys are gonna play Knuckle, it is difficult to master, okay? But once you do master Knuckle, you will be unstoppable in PvP generally, and you will do good damage in PvE. But Knuckles, again, hard to master, but once you do it, you can do some very good damage with it, and have really fun with it. So Knuckles, again, this is definitely a class that I'm gonna check out later on. It's one of my class that I want to try out, especially in PvP, because once I see people playing this PvP, I see, yo, they're having a blast. Okay, a very fun and engaging class to play. But again, if you are deciding between should I go for Knuckles or DualBlades, because they seem very alike, DualBlades, again, if you like to smash and do fast combat and you don't want to put too much effort into learning it, go for the DualBlades. But if you're a very good player, if you're an advanced player, you play them MMOs for a while and you want to test out a cool class, check out the Knuckles. Okay, or right now, what I would do, I would advise you, is go for the DualBlades now, then maybe switch to Knuckles later, when you learn the game mechanics more and the game combat more. So overall opinion. Now, I've dived into each class, but giving you guys an overall opinion is most mainstream class that you guys can play right now, that everybody's playing, that is good overall, has good attack, good damage, then go for the Scythe. Okay, Scythe is very good overall for PvP, PvE, all kind of stuff that you can do in the game, and it's very cool to play. If you're running out of the Scythe, perfect. If you're used to playing healers from other games, you go for support role. The two options for you is staff and bow. If you're playing a tank in games from other games, go for the shields. The only main tank option. You can tank with Reaper too. There's like threat skills that you can use later on. Probably when you're if you're a whale, you spend a lot of money, go for the Scythe, because then you can tank as a Scythe and do a lot of damage, right? But if you're not a whale and you're a normal player, go for the shield. All the other DPS, melee DPS are great. A Greatsword, again, is a little slow. So go for the DualBlades, the best option probably right now. And then check out Knuckles or Greatsword. You might like it, you know. But all the classes overall, guys, I have to say, are very balanced. You can have a good time with all of them. So again, hopefully this video helped you guys out. Let me know in the comments below what class you guys are playing and what class you guys want to check out later. I really appreciate you guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time. Bye bye.